Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 everybody. Good afternoon. I usually don't go live this quite this early, but I decided that I will come on um, for a little bit. My voice is still recovering, so charge it to my head, not to my heart. I haven't taken any cough medicine, so today I took some last night, but I'll be glad when my sinuses completely clear up. So right now, I'm just gonna chat until somebody comes on. Happy Wednesday. Um, everyone it was like 34 degrees last night. When I checked this morning, it was 44. Felt like 41. High supposed to be 72. All weird. Just bipolar weather, sporadic, all over the place. But it's well. I want to shout out Rising Phoenix. Um, you already know there is a GoFundMe. Um, it is posted on my page um, in one of the lives there, one of the posts on my community page, as well as a fundraiser for my son, Solomon. They are trying to raise money for pediatric children with heart disease. Um, so if you could check that out as well, I greatly appreciate it. Um, I, I want to say thank you to everyone who has given on Rising Phoenix behalf. Um, Lord continually bless you for you guys to all who has showed up and showed out on her behalf. Um, at this time, she's still currently going through um, with her landlord there, but we're trusting God. Hey, Chef Hit Dice, thank you for stopping by. What you cooking up good today? I'm being lazy. I cooked like a day or so ago. I am not an everyday cooker. That'd be wearing me out. I think I'd be having too much food if I cook every day. So it's just me and my two youngest. There she is. There she is. Hey, I was just telling Chef, asking Chef Hit Dice what he cooking. And I was like, I'm not an everyday cooker. That's awesome. You do such a phenomenal job. I just want to give you your accolades once again. And shout out to my sister, Rising Phoenix, doing her big one
Thank
at
you.
work. Let's continue to keep her encouraged. Um, I've been asking people to drop a short with some with his affirmations or words of encouragement or whatever for my sister to just to keep her encouraged. You know, um, you never know what someone is dealing with behind their smiles and behind the scenes. Um, Blessings, Jug Flats. I appreciate you. Listen, you know you got some friends, man. When they come through, when they working, you know they come through when they you know, and that's working either at home or outside of the home. I count it all a blessing. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. She getting her lunch, guys. But yeah, I wish I was an everyday cooker, but I ain't mad at myself because I think it'd be too much food around the house. Like my son already be having to calm me down during holidays. My 26-year-old, he be like, "Mom, you be doing so much. Dial it down a little bit, cause I be cooking like it's 100 of us." Hey, Joe Quinn, if I pronounce
Joaquin.
it wrong, charge it to my head and not to my heart.
Joaquin.
Yeah, that Joaquin. Oh, thank you. And you said it more than once, but it took it for a minute to register on this brain. Thank you, my dear sister.
I just said it more than once because I like the sound of it.
Hey, I like it. Listen, tonight,
Just a
last night,
moment.
okay, last night it was 34 degrees here in my area. It was,
Okay. She
gotcha.
told me that the lady put the thing on the door again, and their thing is they have to tell us between 3 to 5 days.
Yeah, and she's breaking the laws. She know it. She's trying to bully you guys out of there. So she's got a bullyish landlord. Instead of following the laws and going to court for the proper protocol in regards to like eviction, um, she's not doing it. They're trying to bully my sister out. And that's not okay. Tasmir, uh, has created a GoFundMe for our sister to to help her um, for her next move because we just want to make sure it's okay, you know.
Thank you.
And like I said, if you haven't, drop a encouragement short for our sister because we know that it's a trying time dealing with family, dealing with landlords, dealing with uh, being at a new job and have to adjust to people there. It's all uh, like rolled up in a ball for my sister. And so we just want to keep her encouraged. You know what I'm saying? Not that she won't ever shed a tear, not that she won't be mad, but, you know, being able to have a bad day and look up. I'm sorry, my voice is still trying to get itself together.
I hear
Being
it.
able to have a bad day and look up and see that video of some words of encouragement to help our sister, it just makes everything better. You know, um, just the way that I encourage Hit Dice, Chef Hit Dice, being an awesome chef. And I know some people might be like, "It's Women's International Month," it is. But guess what? We still ain't who we are without them either. So I'm gonna shout out the dudes as much as I can because they need it just like we need it. So, um, with that being said, we're stronger together. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? No one man it is an island, you know? And, just a quick testimony, even before we started the GoFundMe, you know, I was telling people so to my Cash App and everything and my PayPal. And out of that, we were able to get them a truck and a storage to move some very beloved items from her dear mama that passed away in November. And so all of that, can you imagine all of that in a ball? You know what I'm saying? It wears on your psyche and wears on your emotions. So I'm gonna do whatever I can to keep her encouraged. She know I'm gonna talk her head off at any given time. I'm
I
gonna,
love it too, sister.
and I'm gonna check on her. You good? You
Thank
all right? Like, what's up with you? How's your mental? You know.
you. Yeah.
So I think that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Keeping each other encouraged because in a world where we can be catty, when people can be nasty, when people come on social media and try to down another person in a slick way with a smile, um, these streets is savage. You heard me? They savage. And so we gotta put on our big big man draws, big woman draws, you know what I'm saying? And like Becca said, some things we just gotta thug it out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna share this out. I'll be.
Okay. I made it laugh, but that's a good thing. Some days we gotta thug it out and do what we gotta do to keep going. Rest if we must, but don't quit. I'm so inspired by Chef Hit Dice, by Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness by Miss DIY. It's another person on here that I've seen a couple of times. you back, that does raw vegan stuff. I think that's amazing because sometimes everybody needs an alternative. But we can cover 100 different subjects in a few short minutes with me. So I thank y'all for always buckling up and taking a ride. But I want to say that I'm proud of my sister because not many people would have made it to this point under the level of pressure that she has gone through. You're talking about leaving somewhere that you grew up, moving to Texas, going through with, you know, dealing with the system with your baby, you know, children having kids in the process, taking care of a sick mama, being there for your friends. And she could have said, screw all y'all, I'm going through, you know,
Yeah.
but she still will let me talk it out, let me cry it out, um, and just listen. And it just means a lot because those type of people are few and far between. So I don't play about her. I don't play about her. We don't play about each other. We don't play about our other sister, Miss Andrea. Honestly, Andrea is what she is here. We don't play about one another. We pray for one another. We listen to one another. We cry snot booger tears around
Mm-hmm.
each other, and we pick it up and we keep it going. You know, there are days where we might pull back,
Yeah.
and guess what? There's nothing wrong with that because sometimes you need to take a step back,
Hmm.
and that's okay. Some people might say, "Ah, you gotta keep going. You a thug. Okay, you thugs need a break too.
Yeah.
You know, G's need a break too. Even an OG got to rest. So you know, oh,
What?
my phone rang.
Oh.
So I was just a lot of times it's Sammy calls.
Oh.
So the baby boy's principal called. Well, I called her. No, I sent her a letter, and she called me back. But she was like, "Let me handle the situation, then I'll get back with you." So hopefully, if that phone calls come through again, I might have to end the line, take the call, and then come back. But um, but it's cool. But like I said, even thugs, OG need to rest. Big Mama, they need to rest.
Yeah.
You know, they need to take a moment to breathe. You know, I see why she walks to the level that she does when she's home because it's her therapy. I can't wait to get back out there and start walking. My sinuses are still recovering. I woke up with a slight headache this morning,
Oh.
but I'll say the antibiotics. I'll just say without TMI, the antibiotics got to me this morning.
What got to you?
The antibiotics, they gave me for the upper respiratory infection.
Oh.
You know anything about antibiotics? They're gonna send you to the bathroom.
Oh, I didn't know that. You know me, I
It,
like to go to the bathroom though.
right. It may not be. It may not happen to everybody, but yeah, it will.
I thought that
Especially when
that
you have
happened
little
when you're
kids.
allergic. I thought that only happened when you're allergic.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay.
Because I noticed like you're eating. Let me get off that. Sorry, you're eating. So let me get off that subject.
Oh, it don't bother me, girl. It
But
really
when
don't.
when my kids were younger and had to go on antibiotics for ear infections,
Hmm.
yeah, I had to keep pull-ups because it would make them go. And
I'm out of pull-ups.
that's that's even with the antibiotics. So I make sure I eat with my antibiotics because the antibiotics you're not supposed to do them on an empty stomach ever.
Mm.
One
No.
day I'm gonna be alright, and I just ate. When I say the least amount, it was like cracker, something small. But I tell you. My stomach was like, do, do, do. I was like, never again will I take them without eating.
Oh my.
Don't do it.
You know, I don't never remember to bring my drink ever.
You got to remember that, sister.
I don't remember. This is my second day, and I forgot it, and I don't feel like going back to get it either.
Listen, I wouldn't. I understand.
I'll
Like,
drink as soon as I'll go in a little early and drink, 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 drink. But these
yeah,
bathrooms, I don't like to use these bathrooms. We have to use the bathroom that everybody else use, and I don't like it.
right. And that would bother me too. I'm like, wait a minute. Where is the employees' bathroom?
Mm-mm. But hold on, they about to tear down our building and rebuild it, and we'll have bathrooms then.
Good.
But I don't think just for us, we still got to use it with everybody else.
Yeah, that's craziness. That is that's
But
so crazy. You see, I was watching the clock. I was determined I wasn't gonna fall asleep. I wasn't gonna do none of that. I was like, my sister said she would join me, so but I did manage to make eye doctor's appointments for all three of us on the same day.
oh, that's good.
And I'm going to get a mammogram next week.
You know, I never had one, and I'm 45.
And you should because it's important.
I'm not. I don't care. I'm not.
You should.
I'm
Don't
not.
don't be scared.
No, because it's a curse to me. It's a curse. They gonna tell me I got something, then my brain.
She froze for a second, but it's okay. She froze. She'll be back. And I just want to don't worry, sister. Don't worry. She's frozen, but don't be afraid. Trying to wait till she comes back because I know before you know it, she has to get back to work. But I'm going to encourage my sister not to be afraid to get a mammogram. Just because you're getting tests done doesn't always mean that there is going to be bad news. There will be no curses. Oh, she's frozen. It must be the area. Um, she she'll pop back on shortly. She'll pop back on. Things happen. Make sure you put your DNA on the like button. I was talking to Rising Phoenix as she while she's taking her break. I believe she has like a 45-minute break. So she's only been on there 16 minutes. So hopefully she realizes it and she pops back on because I did send her the link. But it's beautiful. It's so funny. It's chilly in the house, but it is supposed to be the high 72. I might after I get off here, I might tell my son throw on something. Let's go take a quick walk. I just want to get out the house. I do. I got to be careful with direct sunlight because of these meds that I'm taking for the next few days. Well, for long periods of sunlight. But I'm grateful for those who have stopped by. I'm very appreciative of that. Excuse me. I don't know if she'll come back. Oh, y'all. My voice still sounds crazy. I'ma still hang it out until she comes back, if she's able to come back. Thank you for Jug Flex and his dice for stopping in, and Joaquin Martinez for stopping by, as well as Rising for coming on. There she go.
What happened?
It just froze and then it went off.
Mhm.
And I was saying, like, as far as the mammograms and stuff, I know they can be quite intimidating because, it's a fear of, I appreciate you. It's a fear of getting hearing something you would want to hear. And, you know, and I do understand it, but we have to take care of us the way that we take care of everyone else, you know, and stuff like mammograms and all that kind of stuff we need to do. I'll confess, I'm overdue for a doctor's appointment. Now, I do have my mammogram set, and I will be making my doctor's appointment for tomorrow. Just because I was with the same person for years, and of course, she retired because she's an older woman, but I didn't really care for my new doctor. She doesn't have a great bedside manner. And I think one day it just irritated me that I did a virtual appointment with her. She showed up to the virtual appointment with a mask on. I'm like, bro, for real? I'm not gonna give you anything. I wouldn't even, I was just telling her how I've been feeling. How you showing up to you in the office, not around other people, and showing up with a mask on like I'm fit to give you something, girl, bye.
Right.
And so, and she doesn't have the best bedtime manners. If I do such and such, are you gonna do your part? And then at that moment, I feel a rebel. So I'd be like, nah, I ain't doing nothing. I went through that. So I'm like, okay, get your behind together and go ahead and make this appointment and get your butt to the doctors. So I will be doing it, taking care of myself. It's important that we take care of ourselves. I have had scares before. Did I like it? But what it made me do is disbelieve God and trust Him.
Mhm.
And it ended up working out. Sister,
Hmm.
I messaged my landlord about my old one. Hey, Vegan Kings cooking the games. So she gives me this list of things she pointed out were wrong. I was like, wait, you told me that the place was amazing.
Mm.
As soon as I asked you for my money, she gonna say there was trash in the trash can in the backyard. I said there was supposed to be because I was cleaning up as I was packing up to leave.
Mhm.
She said, and you left your stuff in the storage and I delivered it to you. I said I did because it was locked, jammed, and I couldn't get into it. Did you not tell me that your husband broke into it? Had to break into it because it was jammed. Then she said, well, you didn't leave me the mailbox key. I turned it in.
You did turn it in?
I left all the keys on the counter. Every key I had over the years that they gave me, I left it on the counter. I said, anything that I messed up, I fixed. I said I repaired the blinds in my room twice, maybe three times. The blinds in my son's room, the blinds downstairs. I said the blinds in the kitchen were old, so they started to fall apart. And I let it do just that.
I mean, look how long it was there.
13 years.
Right.
What you mean? Now you be, and then she gonna say, and you have never failed to take care of the bills and everything. You forgot at the end the final water bill. I said, that I get. I said, but you understand you gave me 1 month initially to move. Then I got an extension once.
Hmm.
Then I had, so everything I had to find a place, come up with security deposit, pay movers, do all of that.
Uh-huh.
She told me how awesome the place looked for me had been there 13. I told you when I got there not to expect anything less of me because I will never leave your place in shambles. I just won't. I repaired stuff in there that most people would not have done. And I never charged her for it. Family repaired the sink, put a whole new faucet on, changed the shower rod in the bathroom twice for me. I got stuff fixed there that hey, Christmas World, that most people would have never done renting. And I didn't do any work when I left. The work that I did, I left it there. Even though people said, girl, you better undo it, put all that old stuff back. That's not my nature. I didn't remind her of that and a plethora of other stuff I won't share. I only share with you outside of here that I dealt with when I was in that place.
Right. But
I
she
am
didn't
I
talk about that.
no, she wasn't going to. She told them I was a good resident, but when she got over here to drop off the last of my stuff, she was like, yeah, but she was just quirky. Why? Because I stuck up for stuff? Because I called you on your stuff that you didn't do?
Yeah.
I could have found a platform to talk about what I went through when I was there, but did I do it?
Uh-huh.
Never did. So, I feel like I deserve my money. You said that the place was in mint condition, and I lived there 13 years.
Hmm.
Come on. I can see if I lived there 2 years and that happened,
Hmm.
but I lived there 13. And what did you expect me to do with the trash when I was cleaning up the place? I put it in the trash can where it belonged.
Hmm.
What was I supposed to do with it?
Right. Take it with you.
I told them the storage was jammed. I couldn't get in it. I told her
Hmm.
I was going to find somebody to bring me over there to get what I had left. She said, no, I'll bring it to you. So I said, okay. So I'm just going to leave the rest to the Lord. Like God work on her heart so she
She
can give
don't,
me my money back because I need it.
she doesn't want to give you any of it back.
She's supposed to give me the whole thing. She the one that told me I left the place in mint condition. I get her keeping a little bit because of the water bill.
Hmm.
Because she even told me, whole 13 years you've been here, you ain't never been late for nothing. I said, so that's to tell you a lie. You know I didn't do it on purpose. By the time I went to go try to pay it, she had already took care of the bill. So I get you taking a little bit to go towards the water bill. Okay, just give me the rest. Give me the rest.
I would tell your new landlord that as well. That they don't want to give you. your security deposit. That
He gonna tell me there ain't nothing he can do about it. I know that.
I still would make them aware, you know.
Yeah, but to be in somebody's establishment for 13 years,
Hmm.
and you tell me, oh my God, the place looked amazing. And you could tell when people are used to people doing stuff to them because they treat everybody like that.
Girl.
And she was the thing that they did not like about me is
Uh,
that I spoke up when things weren't right.
you're supposed to though, because they
But they
weren't.
didn't want me to say nothing.
Uh,
I told them stuff and they told me, well, we took care of that 2 years ago. We ain't doing that again.
wow.
So now I could have took it further.
And I think you should, if she ain't trying to give it back, go to small claims.
Wait a minute. That was the first person. They said I was the first person that had ever stayed with them that length of time.
I believe it.
So you go figure that.
I believe it.
Okay. That says a lot too. Then she was like, oh, wait a minute. It was one more person. I'll take that I was the only one. She was just shocked that everything was left in the great condition that it was.
Does she even know how much she owes you?
Yeah. Because it's
Okay.
triple the cost. It's not now when renting, it's the security deposit is like triple what it used to be. Triple.
Yeah, I know.
500. Then now it's more like close to 3,000 for a
That's a
security
lot.
deposit.
That's a lot.
It is. It is. Baby, talking about moving Africa and other places, and I'm like, good God. I'm like, y'all, let's go.
I'm gonna try to save some of this popcorn for later. I know I'm
I
gonna be hungry
understand.
when I get off.
Oh yeah, I understand.
And I,
What do they give y'all a discount with food?
they do here, but I just brought this from home. They give us a big discount because like they chicken tenders is um like $20, 25 sometimes, but with our discount we pay $6.99.
Oh, okay. Ooh, that's a big jump. I appreciate Crystal for stopping in as always.
I know.
But yeah, I'm just like, okay, God, I trust you because if this lady really sit down and think about all that I could have done, and I'm not talking about as far as destroying stuff or anything, because that ain't me.
Hmm.
I'm talking about as far as reporting them.
Hmm.
I could have wreaked havoc on that,
Hmm. Excuse me.
but I didn't because I was grateful that somebody had given me the opportunity to be there.
Are you able to
And
see what time it is?
hi,
Are you able to see what time it is?
132.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, on my side, so 12:32 on yours. So I'm like, okay, God, I'm gonna leave it to you. She talking about she gonna let me know at the end of the month. I'm like, okay, God, I trust you. I'm asking you to work on her heart.
She's going to let you know at the end of the month.
Yeah, but why you can't let me know today?
Exactly.
You've been there that many times. Talking about she got to look at what it was when she moved when I moved in. Baby, that was almost 14 years ago. What you
Right.
mean? There is normal wear and tear on a house that I've been in for 13 years. Normal stuff.
Yes. Things they should have just kept up on anyway, without you bugging or being quirky or whatever they said. I don't
But
like
they
it.
didn't. They
If,
didn't.
if you're gonna be calling me a name, you better give me my money, cause it's not.
Right.
You can call me whatever you want, but call me getting my security deposit back.
Yeah. Just, my son even was like, Ma, that's yours.
It
She
is
said,
yours.
you did all that good. Get your money. So I'm like, okay, God, I didn't reached out to her, and I'm just gonna trust God to work on her heart because you can't tell me that I did real good, that good for 13 years, and then turn around and almost be a smear campaign like I destroyed the place when I didn't.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on.
And I even told her, good God, I wish I could have cleaned it even more than what I did. And she was like, nah, you did good. So you say that out your own mouth.
Right.
I would give her a list of things that I endured while I was there that
Mm.
I never said too much about until today.
Uh huh. It
But
is.
what's that?
It's a game, an arcade game.
Oh, I see Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a pool table.
Yeah, and they got three Xboxes too, but I don't know nothing about no games.
Hey, everybody need a break. I ain't mad at them for that.
Yeah. I'm tired. I told them send me home early. Send me home early. We ain't
Listen,
busy
when we're older, working in places like that,
with kids, with disrespectful kids.
oh my God. So why some little boy, nephew, the 10-year-old one, to suck his explicit
Wait,
female
what?
dog, female dog after that
At school?
at school. Come to find out that the Hispanic kids treat the African American kids like crap at that school.
And they have their audacity.
And
Mm-mm.
Solomon got a mouth. He said he said what he said. He said, I'm sorry. I said what I said too. He said so much so that I shut him up. I said, now I ain't coming in agreement with you using language like that. I said, because you can give people the business without unearthing the cuss.
Yeah, girl, I'm
You
making a
can you
mess
can
at
let
this
you
point.
can let them have it in the most disrespectful way without saying the cuss word.
Yeah,
You can let
like
them
we
have
did
it. I'm gonna
earlier.
teach them. I'm gonna teach them how to do it without cussing.
Yeah, show them a little of what you said earlier.
Listen,
You
I'm a
don't have to
Yolanda
say
now.
one cuss word.
Right. They're gonna be looking at like, ooh, I don't know these words. How did the teacher's gonna be saying, how did your son even know how to say all that to them without cussing them out? Because I told him
Did you get in trouble at school?
I went to the proper authorities and then I went straight to the head.
I hope they send me home.
Yeah, I'm standing on that concrete. When I used to work for a company called NIH out here. Well, it's further out from me, but and I was in the kitchen, concrete floors, no, no shock mats. People were doing what you said, balling up cardboard. You put. By the time I was walking like I was 99 years old and had arthritis from head to toe. No, seriously, I would be almost in tears because I had to go from my building to the front of the building, catch a shuttle to the metro, walk from the shuttle to the metro, and then from the metro, get a ride back home. Baby, when I came through the door, I had enough energy to get through the door, park my butt on the step, and just sit there and look crazy because I'd be so tired.
Yeah, it was hard for me to get in and out the lift yesterday.
Yeah,
Like, and then he hit a bump so hard, and it was like, oh, I felt it all through my back. It felt like lightning just struck through my back. Like,
yeah,
he hard on his car. Well, girl, I gotta go back. I need to drink, drink, drink when I get there because I hate forgetting my drink, girl, and I'm
yeah.
not buying
Please,
another one.
yeah, please hydrate. And I'll try to go back, come back again a little bit later.
Thank you.
You're welcome anytime. Thank you for being here. I love you. Be safe and enjoy the rest of your shift. Look, most of the people they popped in, they popped out. That's fine.
Yeah, I
Um,
appreciate them.
I'll probably just go on off.
I said, come get this tea. I'm on break.
I'll probably snatch me a mile out the house just to go for a quick walk.
Can you share this on Facebook and tag me?
I can.
That would be good.
I will. I do that.
You know, hey, between me and you, that's 32,000. You know.
Listen, that part. I love you. You be safe, and I'll
I
catch
will.
up with you later on tonight.
Okay.
What time you get off? You get off at 4?
I get off. I'm trying to get off early, but I'm off at 5.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll talk to you this evening.
Okay. We're not busy
Okay.
though, so they cutting people.
I got you. Okay,
All right.
sister. All right. Bye. One person came back in the room and then they left. That's cool. Thank you for everybody who stopped by. Um, like I said, Chef Hit Dice, Jug Flex, Joaquin Martinez, Vegan Kings Cooking and Games. I need to check out your page. Crystal's World. Shout out to I Cherish. I know she's on the live right now. Shout out to also Rabishin. I know she's about to come on live. If she ain't already on it, she might already have been on there already. But shout out to her as well. Shout out to Boss Dog. Shout out to Honesty Andrea. Rising Phoenix who just left. Shout out to Selena. Shout out to Little Miss Sunflower. Ellen. Um, Girls Day cooking up deliciousness. King Explicit. TP Media TV. Tulu TV. Um, the twins. Shout out to them. Shout out to Blue. Um, who's always cooking up good things in the kitchen. It's another young lady. I haven't seen her enough. That I've seen do vegan raw stuff. So shout out to her. If you see this, I was able to go on your channel one day and look at a couple of your shorts in live, and I really enjoyed what you showed. Um, I need to go back to those meatless days or vegan type days um, once or twice, a couple of times out of a month. So shout out to all the chefs, but small content creators. You know what I'm saying? There's so many genres of content creators, but I appreciate every last one of them. Shout out to Tajmir and Nitya, who's also another one who makes amazing music. Those ladies do their thing with music. Shout out to Miss Nancy. Oh my goodness. Uh, Gen X, Fishy Things, Fajaya, Queen Alchemy, Fatima, Miss Jersey Girl, Key Nicole. Key Nicole, if you catch this on a replay, I'm Yolanda Britt 70 on IG. I forgot, I thought I told you that, but if I didn't, Yolanda Britt 70 on IG. But happy International Women's Month to all the gorgeous women, the bloggers, the cooks, the DIYs. Shout out to Miss DIY. Shout out to Miss LaShania and 1,000+ content creator community. Um, Shout out to, like I said, happy Women's Month to women bloggers, the women cooks, the women DIYers, the women who love comedy, the women who is into fashion. Um, I always forget how to pronounce her name, but it's Enrique. Enique, I believe. Is always showing awesome clothes, bags, shoes, you name it. She do her thing. The twins, um, I believe they're from Africa, or I believe. Started to my head, not to my heart. They're always amazing. They're always sharing the word of God, always sharing scripture. Um, Shout out to Jace, who always posts awesome content um, about navigating those times with depression and suicidal thoughts and things like that. Um, King Explicit always showing his great cameras um, and always kicking knowledge. TP Media TV is always shooting wisdom and knowledge out there in these YouTube streets. Um, and just shout out to all the wonderful tweet people. I'm trying to navigate and at least get to 50 minutes. So that's why I'm still here. Chopping it up. Forgive my voice, guys. We ain't even get into the thick of spring yet. Daisies are coming up. The buds are forming on the TV, on the trees. I said on the TV. Buds are forming on the trees. Excuse me. I haven't had issues with sinuses in a while. So this is the first I've had in a while. So I'll be glad when it's over. I think I'm gonna get me a bowl of grapes when I get off the live. I'm definitely going to do that. So you guys are the best. Thank you to everyone who stopped in. Thank you to Vegan Kings Cooking and Games. I don't believe I've subbed you yet. Um, if you could comment on the live after it's over, so I can go check out your page, check out your content. I would appreciate it. Vegan Kings Cooking and Games. Nemo 504. So many other people, guys. Please charge it to my head and not to my heart. If I left out your name, it was no ill will, no anything involved in that. And I pray that God bless your day with happiness, joy, and be the reason someone smiles, but make sure you start with you. Make sure you start at smile with yourself. Make sure you start those encouraging words for yourself. Excuse me, spreading that love and kindness for yourself. I will see you guys again soon. Let's pray that Rising Phoenix has an amazing rest of her day and that she would get to rest that body, yaddy, yaddy. Um, because I know it's not easy standing on concrete all day. Like I had carpet for 13 years. So when I moved to the place that didn't have it, it was like wooden floors all down here with the exception of the kitchen. And myself and my middle child has tile like on our floor. But then the baby boy has a wooden floor. It's so weird. But it's cool. Um, I made it to 50 minutes. Have an amazing, beautiful day. To all of my lovely people, thank you for your prayers and your kind words as I continue to recover. For those who don't know, I was dealing with the upper respiratory infection for a couple of weeks. And like I said, my voice is still messed up because my sinuses are still um, trying to mess with me. So I feel it. I feel it here. Oddly, fun fact about me, I was born without sinuses up here. And yes, we do. We have sinuses here and we have them here. But I was born without them up there. I ain't mad at that at all. Blessings to you guys. See you again soon. Bye.